Hello, hi everybody. I'm back again with another episode of this, that, and the rest. And my name is Pebbles. And as usual, I'm not alone. Today I'm with Olaote Lao Huizone. I don't know what to call her. So Lao is here today to talk about events. She does events. I also do events. So that's what we're going to be talking about today because yay. People think that an event is just like easy peasy, like you just call people a staging or something, but no, we're actually going to be getting into the nitty gritties about what it takes to pull off an event and the challenges you come across, the positive aspects, if there are any. Are there any? Hey, before we get too deep, Ella, please tell us a bit about yourself.
Ke nna go itse one o laotse disipi ke motho wa di-evente yaka re dutse ga gompieno di re tlisitse mo polasing. I'm a healer. Yeah, I'm all wrapped up in one. Mangal
Koro cocktailing,
Yes,
yes. So what kind of events have you done? Like, or do you have any events you specialize in?
Well, ka gore we started the events, we didn't even know we were doing events then. When we were 21, re dira party ya batho ba ba 5 ba ba tshwarang di 21 ka jare 1 and bagolo ba radima polasi ra bitsa bommata ba rona, and that's how it started. Like that's when that's when I started being in the event space.
Yeah.
So I believe for my expertise more the eventing, the cocktail
Yes.
because I've done different things
Yes.
with different crowds and yeah,
Different
so,
markets, different ages.
yeah,
Okay.
so it's definitely a cocktail too.
Yeah, and fun fact, the party at 21 that we did here at the farm, it was 5 of us, and it was me, you, the late Gail Mochwari, Day for Marabuse. So that event, that's how actually Forever Young started.
Yeah,
right?
that's what we called
That's
it.
what we called it initially, Forever Young. For some people who do know Forever Young, which was hosted by Freiburg. So now tell us about the biggest event you've done and a story that you'll never forget about the event, like a memory. Like there's always stories in terms of events. So just tell us one story that just sticks out, like you'll never forget it.
It must definitely be Master KG.
And which event was that?
It was in 2018. That year, I know, like that year, we didn't really have a plan for artist day. And because Master KG was big that year.
Wait, what event was this?
This was Heads and Shades,
in 2018.
2018 or 2019.
Okay.
Heads and Shades, Corona Bawa, we're booking Master KG because he's the biggest artist at the moment on
Jerusalem.
Commercial, yes, on commercial radio and everybody. And he didn't pitch. He didn't pitch. He had overbooked himself. He was in Botswana apparently. And he kept on telling us, Obana the light is you know, I can see the lights to your village. Kind of thing.
Apollo.
Like, so really, you know.
And the crowd is here waiting. The MC is busy on stage. Master, are you ready for Master KG?
You know, because poor MC doesn't know that we are struggling.
Yeah.
Because we don't know if this guy is
telling the truth. And you don't want the MC to panic.
Yeah, and the crowd to panic.
Yes.
And eventually when we saw that, and like a sharp,
this guy's not coming.
It's not happening.
Yeah.
We had to let the crowd know.
Was it you guys who made the announcement, or did you ask the MC to do it?
No, the MC did it. Who did the announcement?
And then how did you deal with the backlash? Because I know with this age of social media, I can just imagine what you guys had to go through.
You know what's funny? The fact that we as Batwaba reckon ticket, we think that someone would put someone on a poster and lie about it. You know, that's the
Because people were saying that you guys, you were lying about Master KG coming, right?
Yeah, because why would you lie about a big artist in South
Confidently,
Africa?
so who can just sue you?
Anytime.
Yeah. And that's like one of the things I want us to talk about. Like, what are some of the misconceptions that people have about event organizers that you have come across or that you can think of? Like, what are some of the misconceptions?
That we make a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know, so
Yeah.
automatically you have made a killing.
Yeah.
And it was just that I think that's one big one I can think of. What could be the other one? I mean, you can help me. What's the other misconception in there? Because
Me, I'm too traumatized about events, so I will not be answering any questions. I am recovering, guys. So, and people forget that with events, there's booking the artist, there's the stage, there's
sound,
there's marketing,
lighting, security, like kuningi, cocktail.
It's a cocktail. So it's never easy to make money unless you have funding. Now let's get into this part of funding. I know that that's something that a lot of event coordinators have a problem with. We read proposals to different institutions, whatever, whether it's government or private, but mostly people don't get funding. Ne? So do you think it's possible to make money without funding?
Well, I have applied for funding. And at 21 years, 34, since Kidred event, I've never gotten funding. I've applied for it a lot of times, and we've never received it. So it has always been outside, inside pocket.
Yeah. And,
you know?
And the thing about events is you say to yourself, okay, let me do this one event with my own money and the next one, so that by the time I ask for funding, at least they can see that I've tried by myself. You know what I'm saying?
Evidence.
Yes.
The picture, the video.
Yes. You hire videographers, which you have to pay to impress people who can potentially fund
your
you.
event.
Yeah, but it doesn't happen like that.
It's crazy how you can go for like more than 10 years asking for funding and there's nothing. And the crowd that you're serving always wants someone big who at least see you. But for example, 50,000-80,000 rands, right? How and pay for all of those things plus the artists and everything.
Plus the alcohol and their
accommodation and their transport and
mind you, they tell you specifically, I want Hennessy with 12 Red Bull and 3 lemons and 5 white towels
and mint
and so
and
you know
blueberries.
What I'm saying. So people don't know about these other things. So sometimes you can't really blame people because they don't understand the other side of events, which is why we have someone like you here today who has experience with Hats and Shades, which is one of the biggest events that we have in Hangisa, right? Yes. So speaking of events and booking big artists who cost so much money, do you think we'll ever get to a point where we are able to have a successful event that had like maybe 5,000 people mobilizing, but it was just local artists, or it was just a picnic, or it was just something that you didn't have to call Maporisa or a top artist? Not that we don't want to call Maporisa, but it's not always that we have money to give Maporisa 120,000 or however much he charges. So do you think we can get to that point?
Well, I pray we do. I believe we really need to understand that for the locals to be big artists, we are supposed to get them there. And if re sa ba buki mo di eventeng tsa rona tse re di bitsang tse di tonna e nna bone the main act, then how are they supposed to grow? You know, we would love to have big acts go the eventeng and ha go tlhokagala, because I don't think every event needs a big artist, because we can't afford big artists. Like sometimes you want government funding or whoever, and you only want to book local artists because then you are giving back. Ga e nne so sa gore o lo tshotse tšhelete lo isitse kae just because motho o recognized
and that person
everywhere.
might not even come.
You know, they don't pitch my cards, they didn't pitch two guys at another event, like, and then you can't sue them. Where's our entertainment lawyers? Gore re kgone go berekisana le dilo tse, because as event organizers, we need to have relationships with managers of artists or whatever, right? And you need to understand gore ha o tla ganyetsa o tla motsing. So how chargile 80,000 rand o batlile le maroko mo godimo le bojalo ka entourage ya gago le eng le eng.
And they'll say I want 5-star accommodation, which is non-existent.
And they also choose the stage that they want. They also choose the kind of mics and sound that they need. So it's like
it's very specific.
If o tlo go dira event e yalo ko motsing, the artist must also understand gore ke ya ko motsing. I'm not serving a Cape Town crowd or a Joburg crowd, or you know, I'm serving crowd ya ko motsing, and they are going to do whatever it takes to come and see me because I'm that big. They have recognized me in their own little village somewhere in the northwest. Gore mare entle ke motho o ra matla mo
you want to see this person.
So motho le no tshwantsa tlhaloganye gore di price tsa ko Cape Town di ka se tshwane le tsa Moganyesa. Kagisano Molopo is huge. I don't know how to 73 villages.
And there's a lot of talent.
Yeah, I might be wrong, but 73 villages is a lot of people and a lot of talent that has not been tapped into. So if we could do that for them, I would love it for us.
And that would definitely make money, because a local artist, they're not gonna charge you 90,000. So you get to benefit and they get to benefit. Everybody's happy at the end of the day.
It's a win-win.
You know what I'm saying? It's a win-win situation.
It's a win-win.
So why do you think that event organizers still continue with events, even though they know they don't have money? Is it addiction, this thing? What is it? I want to speak at the event.
Let me tell you about this thing. So we have this thing where every single time we think of an event, nah, it's here's an idea to an event. How's it all ideas? Focus on marketing. How's it all marketing? Focus on business, sound. Focus on event, and it's an addiction. Like I feel like it's something that we can't get out of. When you love it, you're gonna do it. That's why you can do it for more than 10 years
without making a cent.
Owing
people.
And still come back and do another one and another one and another one, because and the event is really
also, do you think it's some pressure? Like, do you think it's pressure? Like, you feel like, delay this event to this year, now next year I can't do it. Like, what will people say?
The minute you call yourself an annual event,
it's a problem.
Annual event, it becomes a thing. Even if your headspace the whole year was not in, I am still doing this event, 26th of December, you're still going to have to come together and make.
Because people see you in the streets. So now, heads and shades here. Oh, heads and shades. What is a man this year? Oh, Rabane, Shebe shit. Or whoever. And you're like, oh my God, now I have to go find this person. And you get them, they're like 60,000. Oh my God, stress. Future, like, do you have something that you are planning outside of heads and shades? Like, just something else different?
Well, I have a lot of ideas for events in my head. The cocktail in my head is also cocktailing, you know.
And you want to do them in Khanyisa?
Yes, I would love to do them in Khanyisa and outside of Khanyisa, because I think how I want to do events has also evolved in terms of heads and shades from what it was to what it is today is two different things. And not that those things can't balance each other, but we just had to move away from what we thought was heads and shades into this space. And I see it also evolving into something else bigger, you know. So for me right now, events are just the cocktail thing that's in my head.
A mixed masala.
A mixed masala of different things that I'm into. chilled vibes, like jam sessions,
Yes.
like games, karaoke,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
ice cream.
Not always bash, not always festival, not always stage like hey, yeah. I get what you mean.
Yeah, so I'm just like, I would love to see a variety
Yeah, the event,
and
and
not
it supportiwa.
tse di support-iwang,
Yes,
and
that makes so much sense, and it's good because in everything you do, you need to evolve and grow.
yes.
So sometimes we think we lose in terms of because we don't make money, but you gain so much experience always. You know what I'm saying? So, moving a bit away from events, next year elections are coming. That's a whole other national event on its own. So have you registered to vote? What is your stance on that?
I have definitely registered to vote. I don't know who I'm voting for.
Okay.
I registered because I thought it was the right thing to do.
Okay, and then as time goes by, you will see.
Yeah, I will see, because I feel like we're stagnant. Maybe we tlhoka change. Maybe we tlhoka the coalition. Maybe we tlhoka something to change how we have been in the same space for so long.
So long.
So yeah, we'll see. 2024 born re tlhoka change. It's time, man.
Okay.
Like yeah.
And it's good that you're talking about change and you're actually actively doing something about it by registering to vote. So we move. Like I said, this is this, that, and the rest, and I am Pebbles with Lau. We're talking events. And Lau, in conclusion, what would you like to say?
I give it like an open mind to events and how we support our local artists. We had a jam session the other day, Kula Mema.
Yes.
And we had my 2000 tour gifted.
And they were so happy
around
to
from
showcase.
Murukweng, from Hanyesa, from Freiburg, from we bana ba le bana ba itumeletse go palama stage
and be seen
and be heard and be understood
and appreciated. Yeah.
So I would like us to really get the event space, because there's a few of us in here to really come together and rethink what we would like our events to be, and to interactly batho bao ba batlang mo di-eventeng tsa rona, to also encourage them to support local artists, to invest in them. Gore ha re bitsa batho ba ba tonna ba ba re batlang
listen, I'm so glad we had this conversation, because it highlighted another side of events. People can just see for events, it's not just they share alcohol. It can also be something even without alcohol. People can't imagine that. That they can't imagine an event without alcohol. They think you are crazy. What? Event, no alcohol. But based on what Lau said, the future of events is looking very bright, and I know that all the things that she said, they are very much possible. Impossible is nothing. And we've done these things before, so I hope that for people watching out there who want to get into events, at least they've seen like how hectic on the other side of events. I'm glad that we were able to highlight such things today right here on This, That, and the Rest, Relimo Placing, which is the former home, the original home of Hats and Shades and Forever Young. Anyway, guys, anyway, this is This, That, and the Rest, and I'm Pebbles. So yeah, thank you for tuning in, and peace out.